Welcome back on Dynamo. Today I want to propose you a video about how to create a base which you can switch the mode that it's put on, because maybe it's something that you want to store better, or it's a minute that it's not quite balanced and it's not possible to use, for example, a magnet to put in position the miniature itself, or you want to keep the tab under the base because maybe it's something that you want to preserve because it has a special meaning and so on, or it's quite heavy and the magnets will not be able to give you quite a nice keeping of the miniature in the position. So there are a lot of reasons to use such trick, and I think that it can be so quite interesting. So now we can go to see how it works. The first step is to find a base that has the line where you can put the tab in, that it's right for the tabs that you are going to use. So remember that you have to decide which is the dimension of the tab that you need, so that you have a base that has adapted one for the one that you are going, so that the miniature stay where it is and doesn't move too much or so on. So pay attention about such detail because it's for your miniature safety, so pay attention. For such project I decided to use a square base because I have a lot of them, because I switched my Warhammer Fantasy miniatures from the square base to the round bases, and I have a lot to spare about such square ones that are perfect to make a sort of sacrifice for such project. Then you take a cutter and you have to cut off the wings at the side of the ring where you can put the tab in. Pay attention because you don't have to make a sort of weakening of such internal part, because it's the main part that you go to use. So remember about such a detail. And so we integrate such inner part in the base, decorating all around and so on. Remember that you have to reinforce such inner part and not weakening. So remember that if you glue something and so on, you don't have to weakening the long parts because they are the most delicate part. So remember that all the decorations are meaning to make such inner part more solid, because it will be the one that will take the tab inside. Then we wear the gloves and we prepare a bit of green stuff or milliput to your choice. Cutting little strips of green stuff or so on, we go to fill the gaps from the inner part to the decoration, the all around things, because we need to reinforce the structure of such inner part combined to the base. And to do such thing I use the sculpting tools that I unbox in another video that you can find in the description, and I use such tools to fill in the gaps but also sculpting the tails all around such inner part so that it's integrated and it can even hide the tab itself when you can put it inside. Obviously it depends by the tab and the miniature how it's positioned and so on, so that it can be hidden. So pay attention about such detail because it's a lot dependent by the miniature and the tab itself that you are going to use. And here the result. Then we can remove the miniature that we are interested about from the original on another base, and we can put this miniature on the new base, and we can see that our work to make that it's integrated inside, it works perfectly because we can hide, for example, the shortcoming about the length or so on, but remember it depends by the miniature that you are going to use. So think about using, eventually you can paint the tab itself based on the round that you'll go to use. Remember that these are tips for such type of bases, but you have to personalize it based on the tab and miniature that has such tab that you are interested about. These are my way, and I use my project about the Banshee renewed of my first model painted brought to you. You can find the playlist in the description if you're interested, but it's an example, so remember that you have to adapt to your needs. But such tip trick, I think that it's really quite interesting because it makes you really develop even more, because you can make that you can change, for example, the base based on the system that you're going to play, or for example you can want to make that a mod can be used in different environments. For example, you want that you have the option to play in different realms, and you want to adapt the basis to the realm for Age of Sigmar that you are going to play, or other options. You have really only to make your fantasy go on. So, from Dynamod, it's everything. I invite you to put a like on this video, to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell, and to comment this video if you are interested in something about this video, or you want to suggest me some arguments for other videos. I hope to see you again to the next time.